Good morning all. Welcome back to our maths class. In exercise 10C we discussed unitary method. Now in exercise 10D we are going to discuss arrow method. Two methods are there. You can do either in unitary method or in arrow method. But arrow method is more easy. Okay. Arrow method is more easy compared to unitary method. But when you are making the table, be careful. Hmm? While constructing the table, be careful. See first question. 8 oranges can be bought for rupees 10.40. How many more can be bought for 16.90? Okay, 8 oranges can be bought for 10.40 rupees. And how many more can be bought for 16.90? We want to find how many more for 16.90 when compared to 10.40 rupees. Okay, this one you can do by using unitary method. You know how to do this one, but when you are practicing arrow method, the complicated problems will easy. Okay, complicated problems will do easily by using arrow method. Two things you should listen. One is direct method and other is inverse method. How to put arrow in direct method and how to put arrow in inverse method. Okay. Okay, let us check the first question. So make two columns, number of oranges and rupees. Number of oranges and rupees. Number of oranges, 8 oranges, rupees 10.40. Okay, for 8 oranges, amount is 10.40. Then our question is, how many oranges can be bought more for 16.90? So next 16.90 rupees. And oranges that we don't know, so put it as X. Now put the arrow mark according to the relation inverse or direct. Inverse of direct. We know that this question is direct proportion. Okay. See, this question is in direct proportion, you know. See, 8 oranges. 8 oranges, 10 rupee. And 16 rupees, we got more oranges, you know. For 10 rupees 40 paisa, we got 8 oranges. Then for 16 rupees 90 paisa, we got many oranges compared to this. So, prices increasing, oranges also increasing, you know. Number of oranges also increasing. Okay, this is direct variation. Direct variation. So, put the arrow. Here we want to find x, you know. X is below this table, you know. So, that portion you can put the arrow. Arrow downward because x is here, you know, in down. Otherwise, direct proportion. If it is in direct variation, you can put a downward arrow. Okay. If it is in, see, listen. If it is in direct variation, the variables are in direct variation, you can put a downward arrow. And if it is in inverse variation, you can put upward arrow. Okay, upward arrow. If it is in direct, then downward. Direct, downward. Okay, direct variation. Direct variation, downward arrow. Inverse, upward arrow. Okay. Then here we want to find x. So put the arrow to here, this direction, downward. Now comparing this x with, or this oranges, you know, with the rupees. 10.40. For 10.40, we got 8 oranges. For 16.90, we got more oranges, you know. For more amount, more oranges. Less amount, less oranges. So more, less. It is direct variation, you know. Direct variation. So this one also downward. Both are direct, you know. So the arrow is same as first arrow. Okay. Now compare it. X. Where is the arrow? Top of the arrow? Where is the top of the arrow projected? Here. So the number near to this is x. And next to that you write 8. So x by 8. Okay, x by 8. Now here top of the arrow is here. 16.90 you write first, divided by 10.40. Okay, x by 8 is equal to 16.90 by 10.40. Clear? So x equal to 16.90 by 10.40 into this 8 moves to numerator when it goes to opposite side into 8. 0, 0 get cancelled. 169 by 104 into 8. 13 oranges. 13 oranges. For 16.90 rupees we can buy 13 oranges for 16.90 rupees. But our question is how many more? How many more? So comparison. So number of more oranges which can be bought for rupees 16.90 is 13 minus 8, 5. How 13 minus 8? Here the value of x is 13. See, the value of x is 13. See, the value of x is 13. 13. Here 13. We got 13. So 13 and here 8. What is the difference? 13 and 8. 13 minus 8 is 5. How many more oranges? So 13 minus 8. Comparison is there. So if they are asking simply how many oranges can be bought for 16.90, then we can write the answer is 13. In the question how many oranges can be bought for 16.90, then answer is 13. But the question is how many more oranges can purchased or bought by 16.90 rupees. So we can subtract 13 minus 8 equal to 5. 5 oranges. Okay, 5 oranges. Clear? See, once again, in this variation is direct because first you have to draw two columns. Number of oranges 8 and rupees 10.40 for 8 oranges. Then oranges is not given, rupees is given 16.90, and this one we want to find, so put it as x. Then x we want to find, so put the top of the arrow here. That means downward arrow. Top of the arrow is downward. That is downward arrow. Now check whether the relation are in direct or inverse. See, one quantity for 10.40, 8 oranges. If it is 16.90, we can purchase more oranges. So less amount, less orange. More amount, more orange. It is direct. One quantity is increasing, other is also increasing. If one quantity is decreasing, other is also decreasing. So direct variation. Direct variation. So this arrow also downward, same as the direction of this one. This arrow is also same as the direction of this arrow. Now the top of the arrow is here. So take this number x by 8. X by 8 is equal to 16.90 by 10.40. Then x is equal to 13 oranges. Then how many more oranges is the question? So number of more oranges which can be bought for rupees 16.90 is 13 minus 8, 5 oranges. Okay. Question. 15 men can build a wall in 60 days. How many more men are required to build another wall of the same size in 40 days? 15 men can build a wall in 60 days. Then for 45 days, how many men can build another wall in 45 days? How many more men? So same as previous question. See? So number of men. First column number of men and next column days. 15 men can build 60 days. 50 men can build in 60 days. Now 45 days we want to find x. 45 days and number of men we want to find, number of men here, men not man. So x. Now we want to find this one, x. So draw an arrow downward. Near to the top of the arrow should be here, downward. Because x is here, x we want to find. So the top of the arrow should be here. Now compare. If number of men and day, if 60 men are there, the work is completed within 15 days. More men, less day. Okay, or more day, less man. And for 45 days, we have to complete the work in 45 days, less days. More men is needed. Okay, already we discussed this type of question. 60 days are there. If 50 men are there, they will complete the work in 60 days. Hmm? To complete a work in 45 days. Here 60 days. The work completed in 60 days. 50 men are there. 15 men are there. Now here 45 days. We want to complete it early. 45 days early. So number of men will increase. More men needed. Within a short period of time, that is less days, more men. So less, more, less day, more men. Here more day, less men. So it is inverse variation. So this is downward arrow and this arrow should be upward. This arrow should be upward. Why? Because this is inverse variation. Inverse variation. This is an inverse variation. First one is direct variation. First type of question is direct. Direct. And this is inverse variation. See, number of men is increasing. Days will decrease. കുറച്ച് ആൾക്കാരെ ഉള്ളെങ്കിൽ കുറേ ദിവസം എടുക്കും അവരൊരു പണി തീർക്കാൻ. പക്ഷേ പെട്ടെന്നൊരു ജോലി തീർക്കണമെങ്കിൽ നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യും? കുറേ ആൾക്കാരെ വിളിക്കണ്ടേ? പെട്ടെന്നൊരു ജോലി തീർക്കണമെങ്കിൽ 45 ഡേയ്സിനുള്ളിൽ തീർക്കണം. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ കുറേ ആൾക്കാരെ വിളിക്കണം. So inverse. Now how to write? This is the top of the arrow is here, near to x. So x by 15 is equal to. And here where is the top of the arrow? Top of the arrow is nearest to 60. So here you write 60 first. 60 by 45. Okay. Here the top of the arrow x. So write x first. X by 15 equal to. And next top of the arrow is near to 60. So you write 60 first. So 60 by 45. X by 15 is equal to 60 by 45. Now cross multiply. X is equal to. We need x. So 15 goes to opposite side. 60 by 45 into 15. 1 into 15, 15. 3 into 15, 45. 60 by 3 is 20. So 20 men needed to complete a work in 45 days. 20 men build a wall in 45 days. But this is not our question. Our question is how many more men needed. So number of more men needed to build a wall in 45 days is equal to 20 minus 15. You got the answer 20, So here you write 20. 15 men 60 days, 45 men 20 days. Sorry, 15 men 60 days, 20 men 45 days. Okay, 50 men 60 days, 20 men 45 days. Now subtract this 20 minus 15, 5 men. If they are asking number of more men needed to complete the work within 45 days is equal to 25 minus 50 equal to 5 men. Only if they are asking more men. Okay, otherwise how many men are needed to complete the work in 45 days they are asking, then you can write 20 only. 20 men. And how many more they are asking, then you can subtract this 20 minus 15. Okay, here only one thing you should listen, the arrow, projection of the arrow, if it is downward or upward. If it is direct, both arrows in same direction, that is downward. If it is inverse variation, then one is upward and one is downward. So you want to identify which variation, direct or indirect. Sorry, inverse. Third question. 6 taps can fill an empty cistern in 8 hours. How much more time will be taken in 2 taps? Go out of order. Assume all taps supply water at the same rate. See, 6 taps can fill an empty cistern means just a tank, a container. Okay. So 6 taps can fill an empty cistern in 8 hours. 6 taps are opened together. If 6 taps are opened together, they took 8 hours to fill that tank. They took 8 hours. It took 8 hours to fill the tank. Suppose two taps were out of order. Okay, getting complaint. So two taps. Now, how many taps are there now? Out of the 6, 2 were out of order means now only 4. 6 minus 2. 4 taps are there. Then we want to find that 4 taps, how much time will take to or how many hours will take to fill with the 4 taps. If there are only 4 taps, how much time or how many hours they take to fill that tank. Okay, so same way we can find it. See, question number 3, number of taps, hours. 6 taps, 8 hours. Then 2 taps, getting out of order, 2 taps. So 6 minus 2, only 4 taps are working. So 4 and number of hours that we don't know, we want to find that one. So x. And x we want to find, so the arrow is near to x. That is downward arrow. Downward arrow. Now, see, number of tap, many number of tap is there. The container is filling very fast. There are 6 pipes are there, 6 taps are there. The container or the tank get is filling very fastly. That means it took 8 hours. Suppose only 4 taps are there, only 4 taps are there, then it took much more time. It took more time to fill that tank. See, there are 4 taps are there, it took more time compared to 6 taps. If it is 6 taps are there, the tank will fill within very less time, only 8 hours. Very less time is needed. You just think. സപ്പോസ് 6 പൈപ്പ്സ് ആർ ദർ, 6 പൈപ്പ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ പെട്ടെന്ന് നിറയും. പക്ഷേ 4 പൈപ്പേ ഉള്ളതുകൊണ്ട് പെട്ടെന്ന് നിറയുമോ? ഇല്ല. ഇഫ് ദർ ആർ 6 പൈപ്പ്സ്, 6 ടാപ്പ് ഉണ്ടെന്ന് വിചാരിക്കുക, 8 മണിക്കൂർ കൊണ്ട് നിറയും, വളരെ പെട്ടെന്ന് ടാങ്ക് നിറയും. പക്ഷേ 4 പൈപ്പേ അവിടെ ഉള്ളൂ വിചാരിക്കുക, ഓൺലി 4, കുറച്ചുകൂടെ സമയം അധികം എടുക്കും. സോ ലെസ് ടാപ്പ് മോർ ടൈം, മോർ ടാപ്പ് ലെസ് ടൈം, മോർ ലെസ് ടാപ്പ് more time to fill. So this is inverse variation. Inverse variation. Inverse variation. Okay, so if this arrow is downward and this one upward, inverse means upward. One is down, another is upward. Now x, we want to find x, so we can write the top of the arrow projected to x. So x by 8 is equal to, here what is the top of the arrow? Top of the arrow, the projection is here, this one. So near to this is 6, so 6 by 4. X by 8 is equal to 6 by 4. Okay, here the projection is to near to 6, so 6 you write 6 by 4. So x is equal to 6 by 4 into 8. 1 4s are 4, 2 4s are 8, 6 2s are 12 hours. 12 hours. So if 4 taps are there, it will take 12 hours. If 4 taps are there, it will take 12 hours. If 6 taps are there, it will take 8 hours. Only 4 taps are there, then 12 hours. Now we want to compare how many more time, that is the question. So 12 minus 8, 4. More time will taken is equal to 12 minus 8, 4 hours. Okay, more time or how many more, if the comparison is there, you can subtract that one. Okay, now fourth question, A contractor undertakes to dig a canal 6 kilometers long in 35 days and employed 90 men. He finds that after 20 days only 2 kilometers of canal have been dug. How many more men must be employed to finish the work in time? See here, three quantities are there. Kilometer is there, days and number of men. Okay, kilometer is there, distance is there, days is there, number of men is there. And one more thing is there, read the question very carefully. 6 kilometer long, 35 days and 90 men. But he find that after 20 days only 2 kilometer of canal have been done. 6 kilometer complete ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ല, 35 ഡേയ്സും എടുത്തിട്ടില്ല. 35 ഡേയ്സ് കൊണ്ട് കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യേണ്ട വർക്കായിരുന്നു അത്. പക്ഷെ 20 ഡേയ്സ് കഴിഞ്ഞപ്പോൾ മനസ്സിലായി, എന്ത് മനസ്സിലായി, ഇവർ ശരിയാവില്ല. ഓൺലി 2 കിലോമീറ്റർ ദേ ഡഗ്. 2 കിലോമീറ്റർ മാത്രമേ കനാൽ പണിതിട്ടുള്ളൂ. സോ വി വാണ്ട് ടു കംപ്ലീറ്റ് 4 more കിലോമീറ്റർ. 35 ഡേയ്സിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ 6 കിലോമീറ്റർ ചെയ്യണം. അപ്പോൾ എന്ത് ഒരൊറ്റ വഴിയേ ഉള്ളൂ, എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം, നമ്പർ ഓഫ് വർക്കേഴ്സ് ഷുഡ് ഇൻക്രീസ്. വർക്കേഴ്സിൻ്റെ എണ്ണം കൂട്ടണം. 6 കിലോമീറ്റർ 35 ഡേയ്സാണ് ടൈം ലിമിറ്റ്. ആ 35 ഡേയ്സിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ തീർക്കണമെങ്കിൽ ഒരൊറ്റ മാർഗ്ഗമേ ഉള്ളൂ, എന്താണ്, നമ്പർ ഓഫ് വർക്കേഴ്സ് ഷുഡ് ഇൻക്രീസ്. യു വാണ്ട് ടു ഇൻക്രീസ് ദ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് വർക്കേഴ്സ്. നൗ ഹൗ മെനി ഡേയ്സ് ആർ ലെഫ്റ്റ്? 35 ഡേയ്സിൽ 20 ഡേയ്സ് ഓൾറെഡി കഴിഞ്ഞു പോയി. Now only 15 days are there. 35 minus 20 is 15 days. Only 2 kilometer is was dug. So 2 kilometer have been dug. Now how many kilometers are there to dug? Total 6 kilometers. On that 6 only 2 kilometers have been dug. So 6 minus 2, 4 kilometers want to dug again. 4 kilometers we want to finish, complete. And only the time limit is only 15 days. So we want to increase the number of men or the number of workers. Okay, so how to write this one? See, fourth question, kilometer, days, men. 2 kilometer only they finish 2 kilometer within 20 days, and 90 men they are working. 90 men they completely, this 90 men are working. So 2 kilometer, don't write here 6 kilometer and 35 like that. Okay, see, listen here, don't write 6 kilometer 35 workers 90 35 days 90 men. That is wrong. 2 kilometer only they completed within 20 days, 90 men. Now they want to complete 4 kilometers. Total 6 is there, on that 6 only 2 they completed. Now they want to complete 4 kilometers. Only 15 days are left because total 35 days are there. In that 35 days 20 days are over. Now 15 days, so 50. And we want to find how many more men. So here x, number of men, x. Now we know that we want to find this x, we want to find this x. So the arrow should be here, top of the arrow should be downward. Okay, now we want 3 quantities are there, so now we want to compare this this unknown quantity x is, so we want to compare all other 2 quantities with this quantity x. We want to compare all other 2 quantities with this x. Okay, with this x. So men and days, we compare men and days. Number of men and days, is it direct or inverse? Inverse, because if 20 days to complete within 20 days 90 men, to complete within 15 days more men needed, less time more men, less time more men. Here more time, 20 days 90 men, more time less men. Okay, പെട്ടെന്ന് തീർക്കണമെങ്കിൽ കുറേ ആൾക്കാർ വേണം. സോ 15 ഡേയ്സ് കൊണ്ട് തീർക്കണമെങ്കിൽ ഇവിടെ എത്ര ആൾ വേണം? കുറേ ആൾക്കാർ വേണം. 90 ഒന്നും പോരാ, അതിനേക്കാട്ടിലും വേണം. സോ ദിസ് ഇസ് ഇൻവേഴ്സ്, ദിസ് വേരിയേഷൻ ഇസ് ഇൻവേഴ്സ്. സോ അപ്വേർഡ് ആരോ, ഇൻവേഴ്സ് മീൻസ് ഇഫ് ദിസ് ഇസ് ഡൗൺവേർഡ്, ഇതിൻ്റെ നേരെ ഓപ്പോസിറ്റിലേക്ക് വേണം ആരോ ഇടാൻ. ഓക്കെ, we should put the arrow just opposite of this one, because these quantities are inverse relation. These two are in inverse relation, you know. If number of workers are decreasing, the number of workers are decreasing, it will take more days to complete the work. If the number of workers are increasing, they will complete within a short period of time. Okay, now kilometer and men. Compare this quantity. X we want to compare with the other, kilometer. And these two are how much? 90 men, 2 kilometer. Then to complete 4 kilometer, more men. Less kilometer, less men. More kilometer, more men. Okay, less kilometer, less man. More kilometer, more men. 90 men ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 2 കിലോമീറ്റർ അവർ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യും. ഇപ്പോൾ 4 കിലോമീറ്റർ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ എന്ത് വേണം? കൂടുതൽ ആൾക്കാർ വേണം. കൂടുതൽ ദൂരം കവർ ചെയ്യണമെങ്കിൽ കൂടുതൽ ആൾക്കാർ വേണം. ഓക്കെ, ഡേ പോലെയല്ല. We want to compare this kilometer with this men. Okay, this quantity we want to find, you know. So we want all the comparison should be with this. Okay, so 290. If there is 2 kilometer, 90 men are needed. Then 4 kilometer, 4 കിലോമീറ്ററും കൂടി അധികം കുഴിക്കണമെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ച് അധികം ആൾക്കാർ വേണം. So direct variation. So this arrow should be downward. Direct, you know. So ഇതിൻ്റെ അതേ പൊസിഷനിൽ വേണം ഇതും. Same position, because both are direct, you know. Now compare. This one we want to find, you know. So x you should write first. X by 90 is equal to, see, 3 quantities are there. Then how to write this arrow? Top of the arrow should be here, you know. So 20 by 15 into, and here the top of the arrow is near to 4, you know. So 4 by 2. 4 should be written first and put an into mark here. Okay, 90, x by 90 is equal to 20 by 15 into 4 by 2. 4 by 2. See, top of the arrow is here, so we wrote 20 first by 15, and here top of the arrow is here, so 4 first. According to direct or inverse variation, we can put the arrows. Here men and this one is in the inverse variation, days and men. But men and kilometer, compare this and this is in direct. So same direction we put the arrow. Okay, now x is equal to 90 goes to opposite side. 20 by 15 into 4 by 2 into 90. 15 and 90 6 times. 6 times. Okay, 15 and 90 6 times. And 1 2s are 2, 3 2s are 6. Clear? 20 into 4 80, 8 3s are 24. 240. X is equal to 240 men required to dig within 15 days. Here 240 men. Okay, 240 men required to dig a house, a canal in 15 days. Okay, 240 men. But this is not our question. Our question is how many more men. How many more men means number of more men needed is equal to 240 minus 90. 240 minus 90 is equal to 150. 150 men needed. Clear? Once again, see here 3 quantities are there: kilometer, days and men. Here first, already 6 kilometers are there, 35 days, 90 men. But only 2 kilometers they covered after 20 days. So 2 kilometers within 20 days and 90 men. Now we want to complete 4 more kilometers to complete that 6, and only 15 days are left. Out of this 35 minus 20, 15, you know. So 15 days are left, and x. Then x we want to find, so this arrow should be downward. Then compare this days and men. They are in inverse relation, so here upward. And again compare this kilometer with men. More men is there, they can do more kilometer. More. So direct. And so same direction of arrow. Okay. Then here you can put into. 2 quantities are there, in between them you can put into mark. Here x by 90 is equal to, then check the top of the arrow. Here top of the arrow is nearest to 20, so write 20 first, then you write 50. Here you write 4 first, then 2. Okay, this is the method. Okay, clear. Now mark the homework. Exercise 10D 567. 567 same way you can do, but read the question if they are asking more men or not. If they are not asking more men, then you can do directly. You can find the answer directly with the arrow method. No need to subtract and all. Okay. 5, 6 and 7. Thank you. Have a nice day.